I just got back from the very first TikTok event in Canada. It was held at the Meridian Hall in downtown Toronto, and we got surprised by a special guest, Michael Bublé.
Yeah, I'm posting it right now. You ready?
This was one hell of a trip. I drove all the way from Montreal to Toronto. It took me 5 hours to get there and 5 hours back. We hit some heavy fog. It would rain on and off. My first stop on my way to Toronto was the Big Apple. Gotta get myself a few little treats, especially for my kids and my wife. As the name implies, you can buy all kinds of apple-based products. They sell some delicious turkey drumsticks and some amazing sausages. Since my wife and kids are celiac, I bought some gluten-free apple pies, some gluten-free bread.
That's the one you like?
I just had to make sure I bought the right bread for my wife and a few treats for myself. I picked up a few bags of popcorn for the kids, because when I get home, I gotta bring a treat or else they're pissed with me. Since I arrived to Toronto a little bit early, I decided to spend some time at my friend's house. So my buddy decided to take me out for lunch at my favorite Trini restaurant. We got some roti. I got myself personally a goat roti. Everyone else got some chicken roti. It was nice and spicy and very heavy. I normally don't drink soda, but my buddy suggested I try one of their apple drinks, and I must say, it was quite tasty. For those of you that never had a roti before, if you do order a goat roti, it's quite a messy affair to eat it. You might try to pick it up and eat it with your hands, but in the end of the day, you're gonna have to use a fork and knife. The roti felt like it was soup inside of a crepe, but it was darn tasty. After the roti, my friend invited us to the restaurant where he works at, where we had a quick drink just before heading off to the TikTok meetup. On our way to the summit, sure, it had a little bit of traffic, but it wasn't overwhelming.
Meridian Hall.
This was the first and biggest official TikTok event held in Canada. It had over 2,000 attendees, a mix of creators and advertisers. When I first got there, I thought they weren't serving any adult beverages.
It's PG-13, and there's no food, man.
When I normally go to an event like a YouTube event, I'm used to having all types of beverages and a slew of food. So I was a little bit disappointed when I first arrived to the event. There wasn't any real official TikTok staff. Yes, it's nice you had people walking around and serving hors d'oeuvres.
Avocado, coconut, milk, and cream.
But when you have a table and you can sit with complete strangers, it's a more organic way to start conversing with people you've never met before.
Not bad, not bad.
They had these fake TikTok vending machines with a QR code, but if you took out your phone and you scanned the QR codes, they didn't even work. A bunch of people at the show were trying to scan it. Next time you put out a QR code, make sure it's functional and not just a piece of art.
Schmoozing, keynote, post-show. That's the itinerary for today.
They gave this little lanyard on your wrist, which doesn't really help you identify the people at the show. I had no idea if I was talking to a creator or an advertiser.
Full house, man. Full house.
What I did like about the event, it was cool to see all these creators and advertisers meet up, even if it was a little bit disorganized.
Not too enthused at the moment. You know how many people we met today? 0. You don't know who's who. No lanyard with a name tag. No description of their TikTok channel or their TikTok handle. I must say, YouTube organizes way better meetups. Just stating a fact. Not hating. Not hating. The highlight of the trip so far is the roti. And we're gonna pick up 2 more rotis on the way back for my buddies. Bringing food for your friends is a sign of love.
Hello, Toronto. Hello, Canada.
The presentations were very informative, hearing about just how big TikTok is becoming. It has over 1 billion users as of today. And there was one little surprise.
Are you guys ready for this?
Michael Bublé is super active on TikTok. He finds it one of the easiest platforms to engage with fellow creators, and he loves finding interesting content on the platform.
I really feel there's this organic way for me to talk to the audience, to talk to just regular folks out there.
Michael Bublé's performance was great. He has an amazing voice.
Get ready, okay? But please, when I do this, just go crazy when I tell, but don't even go crazy. You'll see, I'm gonna lift the phone up.
Michael Bublé made a TikTok with the crowd.
Okay, I'm posting it right now. You ready?
He made a few jokes that he couldn't even post it right away.
I can't post it because I got to do the hashtags and all that.
But the people he brought on stage, sure, I give them props. They get A for effort, but their voice can't hold a candle next to his. After the Bublé performance, we headed out. People seemed a little bit more engaged at the summit.
So they got booze and they got food now.
They also gave away some swag.
Some TikTok swag. Kids need their swag.
A Slinky was in a bag.
Kids love Slinky. My kids will be happy.
And a little light that you could clip on your phone. The food started being pulled out.
There's so many people touching the food, I'm not gonna eat it. I just grabbed it to show it to you.
The drinks started flowing. It was a good time, but I had to drive home at this point. The drive back to Montreal was a bit rough. I think the next time I'm gonna fly back. The main takeaway I got out of this meetup is that you need to build your brand on TikTok. If you're a content creator on YouTube, you also need to create content on TikTok. You don't want to be left out in the dark. Even for myself, I need to grow all of my TikTok accounts today. Sure, I have one TikTok account that has over 1.1 million followers, but my other TikTok accounts are lagging. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell and check out these other great videos.